But I want to talk a little bit, since today is the 20th anniversary of 9/11, I do want to talk a little bit about that. And I want to talk about two things. The first one is kind of my thinking on why elections are so important. Imagine if Al Gore had won the 2000 election. And Al Gore is president when the Twin Towers are attacked. Maybe they even stop it, because the Clinton-Gore team knew it was about to happen and warned the Bush administration, and they did nothing. So maybe they even stop it. But if they didn't stop it, they go into Afghanistan, they get Osama bin Laden on the first try. They don't let him out at Tora Bora, right? They don't just let him go. Okay, so imagine how different things would be if Al Gore had won the presidency. Okay, imagine how different things would be if Hillary Clinton had won in 2016. And we don't have the 4 years of Trump. Someone competent who understands what they're doing is running the pandemic response. And it's important to remember, Donald Trump would still be president if he had responded correctly to this pandemic. If he had done the right thing and gone on TV and said, wear your mask, get your vaccines as soon as we get them done, okay, social distance, we're locking down for a while, we're gonna test and trace, we're gonna fix this together. If he had done that, we'd have had 4 more years of Donald Trump. The other thing I want to talk about is how this country has changed. How this country has changed in the last, well, really 50 years, since 1980. We don't work together anymore. We have a minority faction who think that politics is about being cruel to people. Scott Wyatt ousted Chris Peace. As conservative as anybody will ever vote for or not vote for, Chris Peace got ousted because he voted to give 400,000 Virginians health care. The cruelty is the point with these people. The cruelty is the point. And then they act in a cruel manner and they fundraise off of it. They fly flags that say, foxtrot your feelings. And everybody, that's a military term. You understand what I mean, right? Okay? So we need to continue the progress we've made in the last several years since Democrats have taken control of state government. The House of Delegates, the state Senate, the governor's chair. We need to continue the progress on women's rights. Anybody want an abortion law like Texas is in Virginia? And vote for Glenn Youngkin if you do. If you want your neighbor to be able to sue you just for giving someone a ride to an abortion clinic to get reproductive health care, vote for Glenn Youngkin and Winsome Sears. Okay? You want any person who happens to feel like buying a gun and carrying it around on his hip to be able to do that in Virginia, like they can in Texas now? Vote for Glenn Youngkin and Winsome Sears. Okay? So, you know, we're at a place now where this reactionary movement that's trying to stop social change, that's trying to create a society where everyone is heard, everyone has access to services, and everyone can have a good quality of life, they don't want that because the wrong people get help. They want to block progress because they don't want the people they don't like to get help. And we need to fix that. And the best way to fix that is to vote for Terry McAuliffe, vote for Hala Ayala, vote for Mark Harry, vote for Ella Webster, and vote for me.
That's right.
And
That's
it'll
right.
be hard to win.
Stan.
These are hard districts to win. But we've got to build the party. We've got to create the conditions where next year when we do this in King William County, there's 100 people.
Yep.
Instead of 20 or 30. Okay, we have to find those folks. We have to let them know they're not alone. And they don't have to be nervous about putting a Biden sign in their front yard. They don't have to be worried about putting an Ella or a Stan sticker on their car. Because they have friends, they have colleagues, they have neighbors who agree with them, who share their values. And our values, my values, people ask me, how are you a Democrat after 20 years in the Army? It's the Army core values.
There you go.
The Army core values. Just read them. Go online, Google it. Army core values. Things like integrity, honor, personal courage, moral courage to do the right thing, even if it hurts.
That's right.
That's what I live by, and I've lived that way since 1982 when I held my hand up and swore the oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, I'm still doing that. I'll do that as your delegate. Vote for me in November. Vote for Ella. Vote for our statewide candidates. Let's get this done. We can win this. We can make this an even better Commonwealth for everyone who lives here. Thanks.
All right, Stan. Good job. Good job.
This message is authorized and paid for by Stand for Virginia 97.